I'm really sorry. This is kind of like a very short notice, so not everybody is maybe able to make it. But we thank everyone, each and every one of you who are here. We really do appreciate it. Especially our Philippine embassy case that has been flown over from London, the member of the councils, the member of the Philippine communities. We really appreciate your presence today, and hopefully everybody will hear each other's side. So first and foremost, I would like to thank Ivy for helping us out, and to all the different Filipino organizations that help all the Filipino victims on the recent violent attacks. We don't really, we condemn whatever happened to the sexual attack, but then we feel that we've been attacked as a migrant as well. But hopefully this will settle down, and hopefully it's just a minority of group that kind of just maybe wants to create some noise, so we still love Palomina and we still appreciate everybody, okay? So may I ask and everybody to welcome our Deputy Mayor, Tyler Hoy. So may we request Tyler to have a wee talk, and then the rest of them will be saying.
Thank you very much. First, I just need to kick off with some apologies. I really believe we can't get just with other ideas. So, first thing, I think for the organization for this, very honored and others to get this.
Good morning.
Just basically to pass on my regards that I speak for the majority of the Parliament community to say that what's happened here and why they should be condemned. Again, enjoy Parliament. We want to here, we want to work. And what you do here in our community is vital. We are the whole Parliament, very hard-working people, and I think, from my perspective, it's very welcome, and we want to be here, and the minority of people what's the place where there's a minority of people speaking volumes for the majority of people in the Middle East and in particular Palomina. And again, my deep apologies to anyone in this room that's been attacked and killed personally. But yeah, I just wanted to say welcome all to the parade, and very welcome to enjoy this event. Thank you.
We request our very own ambassador, Mr. Teodoro from London.
Amen. Okay.
Thank you very much for welcoming us here. I'd like to say right off, when I came here and I saw what a beautiful city you have, what a great country. I also know how generously you have taken care of my people. And if you're wondering, what's this guy doing here? Well, when I was appointed, I remember, to the UK, I was foreign secretary then, and before that, United Nations. And my American friends in the embassy called up and said, "Oh, finally, you're an ambassador." I said, "What are you talking about? I was in the United Nations." "Oh, you mean that talk shop in New York where all you do is talk to each other and do nothing else?" He says, "Well, now you are ambassador." Then to emphasize this point, he said, "Do you always find it hard to find the American ambassador?" "Yeah." I said, "Sometimes I need something, we need something, and it's hard to find her." "Well, I'm glad it's hard to find her, because if it's easy to find her, what is she doing helping you? You're a Filipino. An ambassador is there to protect his nationals abroad and serve them. That's it. If you try to be anything else, forget it." So, sometimes when you learn the American way, it's very harsh. It's true. I mean, it's in that capacity that I came here. I heard of the troubles here. I also went to the site. I know that it's, your city though has contained naturally contains it historically. The area is very small, easy to contain, which I believe explains the restraint with which the police so well handled it. Because if it was a citywide problem, it would be a little harder. So I thank you for that. I thank the chief of police, the police forces, for how they did the most important part of their job, that no one was hurt. To be sure, family was, furniture was stolen, bicycles were stolen, but those are things that I will replace, because that's also my job. Just to let you know that your concern, positive measures you have made, the wonderful jobs you have given my people here, jobs that fully utilize their tremendous talents, their skills, at which I will never be good, anything mechanical, I just can't handle it. And they have found the right place to do it. I remember when I was a young man, we always said England is where everything is made. That's how old I am. But it's still true. There are parts of technology that have been improved, but have not become obsolete. And in those things that require coordination of mind, of brain and hands, but people are very good at that. And they have found here the home they deserve. So anything else, I will keep watch and I will provide. We have as a part of our is in my embassy, the Office of Migrant Workers, and that's what you call the cutting edge of the job of taking care of Filipino nationals abroad. But the one thing we couldn't do is the environment in which my people are, or ambassadors' people are. And I can say that they can't find a better one than here in your town. In fact, here in the United Kingdom. So, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all. I thank my people for making me feel so proud about how you have. I know it's not always an easy life. You're just starting out here. But stick it out. We'll stick it out with you. And you have friends here in the United Kingdom. So never despair. Thank you very much. And with that question, I will say
I'm really sorry because I've been put in this spot. I didn't know that I have to do this. So we also acknowledge the presence of the rest of the consular team. I can see it here. So Third Secretary and Vice Consul Maxino is there. Defense Attaché Fernandez. Defense Administrative Assistant Corpus, and Second Secretary Segura. So really appreciate your presence here. They've been offering help to each and every Filipinos from yesterday, so we should just say thank you to them, all right? So introduce is Mr. Philip Thompson. So he's the director of the community. So Philip, I request your presence in here to say a little word to the Filipinos.
Okay, thank you. So I work in the East Hampton Council, and obviously work with elected members and riders quite rightly recognise the role of IDE, and really thank you for coordinating this today. I also want to say a big welcome to our consular team. It's so good to be come across, and the kind comments you made there, particularly in relation to the police. I will pass on. We meet with the police every morning at 11 o'clock. Obviously, you're very busy with everything that's going on, so I will pass on your kind remarks to the police and those remarks that you mentioned about the Philippine community coming and setting up a new life, but we welcome the Filipinos here, and I personally, obviously, know Yasmin. I know she's been here 25 years. So your Filipino community here, integrating into this community for such a long time, and we really appreciate, whether it's in the health sector or whether it's now more recently in the manufacturing sector with Wrightbus or Brunswick, we really appreciate the way that they have been integrating into our community and fulfilling really good jobs. And you're a lovely people. And the people of Ballymena, I just love the Filipino community. And it's really unfortunate that some of the things that happened have impacted upon the Filipino community over the past few days. But there have been a number of statements went out from various political leaders demonstrating the value and the support we have for the Filipino community within this borough. And I think what we've done today to bring everyone together has been an excellent opportunity to show that support. I think we need to work with Ivy to look to do this to the other communities, whether that be because there are Slovakians, Ukrainians, Polish, whatever, Romanian. We need to do the same. And so I commend you for coming across this morning, and thank you for doing that. And again, whatever support we can give to you, we'll work through Ivy, but we'll work with you to help you through this situation. Thank you. Thank you.
To the rest of you who doesn't know, I'm Yasmin, by the way. I'm the secretary of the Ballymena Philippine community. Our chairman, Gary Andino, unfortunately has to work, so we can't be here. But in behalf of BFC, we do want you to know that we are here. We're like with interethnic, so anything that we could be of help, we're always here. You could just send us a wee message or get our numbers from other friends. We can't really put it in public, our numbers, if that's okay. And in our behalf, we do condemn all those migrants attack. Regardless of your color, you shouldn't be attacked. You know, they should just treat us all equally, regardless if you're Romanian, if you're Filipino, if you're Lithuanian, or if you're Bulgarian. We should all just be treated equally. So, so that we have peaceful life here in Ballymena the way they have as a local as well. Okay. So the next one I will introduce is the girl who always has been so supportive of not just Filipinos but the rest of the migrants in Ballymena. So Ivy Goddard.
Thank you. And thank you, Ambassador. Thank you to the Deputy Mayor. And thank you, Philip, for all the support that you have shown to the Filipino community who have been under a lot of stress in the last few days. And I know that with the help of the Council, who have been extremely supportive in every way, that we can move ahead together and to see how we can work together to quell all this, what is happening in our borough. And I really appreciate what our leaders have said, our political leaders have been saying. And so hopefully that we have turned the corner now and that we can rebuild relationships and rebuild our lives, and that is my hope. So I have a meeting on Monday with the manufacturing task force along with council. So we will be putting forward some of the suggestions from our workers who are here in Bright Bus and Cranswick and Moy Park and other organizations where they will be working. So rest assured that I will be working in the background, but I will not hesitate also to come to the foreground if needed.